Welcome to my review of the Tribit FlyBuds NC True Wireless Earbuds. The FlyBuds are a $59 ANC and Ambient mode earbud. These shipped out from Amazon really fast to me. They arrived really fast, but they did come in a super dirty package for whatever reason. I guess Tribit doesn't know who I am and that I should get a cool pair of earbuds. I love the simple frisbee design of the case with the magnetic closure and the magnetic mounts for the earbuds. I mean, it's really easy to put the earbuds in and out of the case. It fits in my pockets, regardless of my pocket, even the 15 in my pocket. Now, the earbuds will connect to your phone when you take them out of the case, not when you open or close the case. And the case itself charges via USB-C. Now, these buds last an amazing 10 hours on a charge with ANC off, and a total of about 30 hours when you consider you recharging the buds through the case. The case does have 4 lights on the front outside indicating the charge level, but it's not quite a one-to-one between light to charge. I think you get about 3 charges on a fully charged case. Now, the buds themselves are IPX4, which means they're ready for your sweaty workouts, and that's according to Tribit's website. And they have an excellent Bluetooth range. I actually tested these at about 100 feet. I couldn't get my laser to connect, but I got a picture of about 70 feet, but it was way past that. I absolutely had no problems with my connection to Bluetooth on my runs or my workouts. Plus, both of these earbuds will work in mono mode. Talking about active noise cancellation, ANC, and these buds also have ambient and pass-through mode, and you can shut both of those things off. But even without ANC or ambient, they provide decent passive noise isolation. Now, the ANC itself is subtle. It does add some noise cancellation, but it doesn't really eliminate the noises around you. I would say it's a worthy added feature, but it's not effective enough to be your primary reason for buying these earbuds. Now, the ambient or pass-through mode on these is excellent. While running, that ambient mode will give you superhuman hearing. Like, I could hear cars and traffic and some construction work on the roads like really far away, which made me feel pretty confident that I would, if I was to go into an area where I really wanted to know what was going on, I could turn it on. Having ANC is also a bonus when I'm not running, and even though I have both of those things, I use the off mode a lot because I appreciate just the fact that these buds passively noise isolate at a really decent level. Now, they also have AAC and SBC for audio playback, and I found while watching videos on YouTube and Netflix on my Pixel 4 XL that I had no problems with synchronization of voice and lips. For playing games, they do lag, but it really didn't feel like that much of a lag. Like, it felt okay. I would get used to it. Check it out. Here's my actual unofficial latency test with AAC on and off. Now, the FlyBuds have dual mics on each earbud, which means they have 4 mics in total. And in my experience, these microphones work really well. They pick up my voice, even with background noise. And I've had no complaints using these earbuds for multiple phone calls with multiple different people. But you can judge for yourself while listening to my mic test series. Oh, and just note, for the first time ever, I'm also going to include a mic test of using a Zoom phone call from my laptop. Okay. This is me making a simultaneous phone call on the Tribit FlyBuds NC. So many buds, so many names. Simultaneous recording by GoPro Hero 8 microphones. Okay, this is me making a simultaneous phone call on the Tribit FlyBuds NC. So many buds, so many names. Simultaneous recording by GoPro Hero 8 microphones. And of course using the Tribit FlyBuds NC through a Google Voice call, and of course there's not a car in sight. This phone call is not registering as an HD phone call for whatever reason. And here comes a Mitsubishi SUV, so it's not a quiet car at all. Here comes a Nissan Altima. Oh, and an ambulance is coming. Luckily their sirens are not on, but it is going by at a pretty decent speed. A lot of wind noise right there. We'll see how that goes. Chevy Malibu, another Toyota going by in the other direction. And that was a mass of cars that just went by. Simultaneous recording on a Google Voice call. Final car to go by, Audi Q7. That's a big SUV, and he's moving pretty good. All right, this is a simultaneous recording using my Tribit FlyBuds NC, calling my Google Voice via Zoom on my computer.
on my laptop. So I'm not using my phone. My phone is not making this call. I'm literally using my headphones attached to my laptop through Zoom, making this call to my Google Voice account using the Tribit FlyBuds NC. First time I've ever tried this, so let's see how this goes. I'm also simultaneously recording with the lav mic over my Sony a6400, and we'll see how that comparison goes.
The FlyBuds ship with 5 sets of silicone ear tips. They have an ergonomic design that's really suitable to stabilize themselves in my ears. And because they don't have to be deep in my ears to get great bass response, I feel like they're very comfortable earbuds. They work with touch controls, which unfortunately don't control volume or going to the previous track. It's just a little bit unfortunate. If you want to see what all the touch controls are, I've detailed them out on my website. You can go there and it's very clearly laid out on a table for you to see how they work. Now the touch controls are very responsive. I had very few missed touches, and there's very little delay between executing a touch command and when it processes on the earbuds. So interacting with them feels pretty intuitive even while you're running. Talking about running, specifically for running, these earbuds worked really well for me. Surprisingly well. Like the first time I went running with them, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I was testing them. I just started running. They worked well for me as well in any kind of low and high impact workouts as well. Now I used ANC Ambient mode and the off mode in my workouts, get me that little bit of extra awareness or noise isolation whenever I needed. It was just a really nice feature to have. But I will say if it's windy out, you will not want to use ANC or ambient mode because they both will amplify the wind noise. And that's pretty consistent. That's not even pretty consistent. That is consistent with every single ANC or ambient mode earbud that I've tested. But these are a great earbud for working out or running. So how do they sound? FlyBuds NCs have 10mm drivers, which is a pretty normal size for a driver of stem style earbud. And I use the buds at about 50% volume on all these tests. Oh man, the FlyBuds NCs, these deliver great bass, clear mids, and highs without any harshness. In Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, you're instantly treated to a stellar sound separation experience met with a huge sound stage where the vocals, the guitars, the drums, the whole orchestra, the whole band, right? The whole rock band shares the stage together without any one instrument stealing the show. It's really impressive in the Tribits actually how the roll-off or the decay of instruments works. It's supernatural, which just means that like if a guitar strum or a bass hit on a drum or something, they just roll off, they just slowly fade naturally and decrease in volume naturally until they stop. It's not an artificial stop like I've talked about, and like it's particularly like with the Bowmaker Sci-Fis, it's like you hit bass and then all of a sudden it just stops. These sound really great. I think it really differentiates them. Now, in Bother Me by Dylan Nathaniel, the depth and power of the bass just slams inside your head. And while sharing the stage with that bass is a multitude of other, admittedly, constantly repeating techno sounds, they still sound really good. And check out from about 1 minute to 1 minute and 45 seconds to get a feel for what I'm talking about. Now in Hey There Delilah by the Plain White T's, the simple vocals and acoustic guitar shine with remarkable detail and clarity. It's a really simple song, but it's just a treat to listen to on these Tribits. And don't feel shy about singing along to a great song. Okay, in Never Enough, another female vocal by Lauren Aldred, FlyBuds NCs have a fantastic ability to represent even the subtlest orchestral movements in the background of her singing. Her vocals are well centered and they're really clear. Now I will say this song sounds fantastic, but I have heard some other buds where it sounds just a little bit better. I would like it if they would just tweak female vocals a little bit by just pulling them a little bit more forward, giving them a little bit more height rather than breadth. This is a super duper small nitpick because overall these earbuds sound just really, really good for 59 bucks. Like just forget, it's 59 bucks and you get a ton of stuff. But what could be better? Well, how about a couple of really simple things? I think I've mentioned 2 or 3, but the 2 that I'd focus on are the maximum volume. Like 50% volume for me to listen to the sound test is pretty high. And I think that the volume is fine for me, but I know some people comment on my channel and I know they would like them a little bit louder. And please, Tribit. What the heck? Give me volume in previous track. Like, what's up? Come on, man. Finally, what are my recommended uses for these earbuds? Look, these are a solid earbud for running, for working out. They have great features and sound quality for listening to all sorts of music. They block out their surroundings nicely on their own. Plus, they have ANC to do an even better job. And ambient mode gives you superhuman hearing. They would be great on a bus, on a train, on a plane. And they have excellent microphones for phone calls and Zoom meetings and phone calls. These are just an excellent set of earbuds. Well, that's my review of the Tribit FlyBuds NC. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, like, and share, and follow me on social media to get a sneak peek at my upcoming reviews. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe. So Zen out.